Welcome to Connected Cultures. I'm Jalen Sturdivant.
And I'm Kinsey Adams. Today we'll be talking about Thailand's people, food, geography, and more. Jalen, you interviewed quite a few Boone residents this week, didn't you?
Yeah, I got to sit down with the owners of Sabine on King Street, as well as a fellow mountaineer, S2E5. Let's hear what she had to say. Hi, I'm Jalen Sturdivant, and today I'm joined by Meow. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. After a long week, it's still good.
That's great, that's great. This week's episode is on Thailand, and I wanted to start off by asking you, how would you describe life in Thailand?
Life in Thailand is kind of different from here. First of all, people in Thailand is still conservative and we love being like separated. Like if you have like stay with your family, your neighbor is just like, no, I don't want to know them. That kind of thing.
And then how was it growing up in Thailand?
It's kind of fun. I have one little brother, and my family is not that conservative, so they support me and my brother to find who we are. Since like we were young, we spent a lot of time doing like activities, Muay Thai. Yeah, and I would say that my parent is kind of different from each other, like from other people, in terms of like how to raise the children up. Yeah, and the school is kind of fun. It's very like different from here. In Thailand, you are not allowed to like disagree with your professor, with your teacher, because that, I don't understand, but the elderly people keep saying that. That's how we disrespect like elderly. But I hope that it will change.
So some interesting differences that we talked about with education here and then there, and of course cultural norms such as being respectful towards your professors. And I know that a lot of things differ here. And speaking of being here at App State, what brings you here?
Back to 2019, I just got back from Singapore. I went there for an exchange program, and then I'm from like international college, and one of my professors talked to me that we have another exchange program in USA if I'm interested in. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then I came here as an exchange student, and then I felt like, oh my God, this is amazing. This school is like very beautiful, nature, mountains, people. So I decided to transfer here.
Oh, wow. And how are you liking it so far?
People here is so nice, and I mean I cannot say that like all of you guys are nice, but everyone that I met, they are nice, so nice, like supportive and helped me a lot. Because when I came here first, my English was not that great, so I was struggling with communication in class. But all of my professors at that time, they helped me out a lot. Yeah, I would say that I'm not a hiking person, but I love walking and like with the beautiful scenarios of like trees, like mountains, and the cold weather. Because you know Thailand is like 100 degrees. In general, yeah. But yeah, here it's like cold and like, oh, so nice to me.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's too cold though.
I definitely agree. And it's getting to be about that season now.
Yeah.
I'm not excited to go back for the weather, but I'm so excited to go back for the food, family, and my cat.
And speaking of food, actually, what's one of your favorite foods from Thailand?
I don't have specifically food that I like in Thailand. I would say that I love everything my mom cooked for me. I just need her. Yeah, most of Thai food is kind of spicy and salty, but here the food is not that spicy for me, so sometimes I miss spiciness. Pretty much.
And I really wanted to ask you about just the adjustment from Thailand to like here in Boone, was it difficult? Was it easy?
It was difficult at first, but then people here support me a lot, like OIED officer, professor, friends, and even friends of friends. Everybody like really supportive. So I felt difficult at first, but then like a couple months later, I feel a lot better. Yeah, everything was like perfect and it's like a lot easier.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, and of course, it's wonderful that you've had a very supportive community here at App State and that you're feeling more comfortable with App State as well.
Yeah, that was the most precious thing for me here. Last semester I went back to Thailand, and before I came back here, my family, they were a little bit like worried about me because of the news about the hate Asian criminal that happened in the US. But I just told them that it's okay. I never get any racist or under like no one never looked down on me at App State. I feel so safe here, so you don't have to be worried. And yeah, and they're just like, are you sure? I'm just so worried about you. And I was like, oh, I know you're worried, but you should trust what I say.
Well, I'm glad that you do feel safe here, as that was a very difficult and worrying time.
Yes, exactly.
But I am glad to hear that you are feeling safe and comfortable here, and that you do feel supported, which is really important, especially for anyone's college experience.
That's true. And I came across the world. I flew for like 30 hours by flight to be here. So it's good to feel safe here. I feel like home here. Yeah, my friends, even professor, yeah, they're all so nice. Oh, I feel so good talking about them.
Thanks, Matita. She seemed like a pleasure to interview.
And I was so shocked to learn how many other countries she's been able to study in. It's great she's chosen to join the Mountaineer family.
Absolutely. We've got 2 members of the Boone community who spoke about their experience of owning an Asian restaurant in downtown.
Pam and Alan own and operate Sabine on King Street and specialize in Thai, Vietnamese, and Japanese foods. They'll tell us all about Sabine right after this break.
Life is a journey. We're told that there are mountains and valleys before us. A mountaineer trudges through. Where others see an obstacle, a mountaineer sees an opportunity. A mountaineer climbs tomorrow's mountains today. So what is a mountaineer? A mountaineer is you.
Welcome back to Connected Cultures. Up next, Pam and Alan took some time from running Sabine in downtown to tell me all about their restaurant. Hi, welcome to Connected Cultures. I am Jalen Sturdivant, and I am here at Sabine in Boone, North Carolina today. And here I am joined by the owners of Sabine themselves, Pam and Alan.
Hi,
How are you doing today?
very good. Thank
That's
you.
good. We're glad to have you here today. Thank you for your time. And I would like to start off by asking, why Sabine?
Actually, we do have background of us is since I'm been in the United States, we do the restaurant for living since 20 years. Then we moved here to visit our sister-in-law, and then we just see this spot, and then we thought it's a good place to like start up for like a small kitchen for the college kid. Then this is just an idea for the first beginning because small restaurant, everything. Yep. Then we what to say? Sorry. Hope.
When we first came to visit the family here in saw a small town with college students, and we haven't seen many Oriental restaurants around here. And so I, decided to move up here to Boone. Number one, the weather is good. It's we got 4 seasons here. Number two, we got a lot of students who come in and who graduate, and the new kids coming in. You graduate thousand this year, and also the new ones coming in. So, as a business background for me, I'm looking at if I open a small business being here in Boone, right in downtown campus. It's a good place to start up. You got back in 2017 when they came in, they had 17,000 students. And now they got almost 29. So, and that's why we pick up this location to start up with a small business and family.
Whenever someone's hungry, they can always count on Sabine.
Right.
Tell us a bit more about the menu items and the cultures that make up of that.
We do have Thai, Vietnamese, and sushi. We try to pick the good selection, like a popular selection food to be in the menu. And then we try to cook fresh every day. Yep, for everybody.
When we start off the menu here, I look at it. If you're only gonna sell Thai food, as Thai food, we have some spice, we have some not spice, but not every kid is going to eat Thai food. Not everybody is going to eat Vietnamese food. Not everybody is going to eat sushi. So that's why we selected a little item from each culture, like Vietnamese, and Japanese, and Thai combined together. We don't have that much item in the menu, but we had a little from they call Saigon corner, Thai corner, or sushi, and that's all we had in the menu. And the price since we opened back in 2017, we keep the price under $10 with the tag.
I know that we've been doing a lot of discussion about the history of Sabine, food, the prices, and just the amazing team that you have here at Sabine as well. And I wanted to ask, what do you think makes Sabine special overall?
Teamwork. All the staff in here, all the workers, include myself, include our family. This is one of the special things for Sabine. Since the doors opened back in 2017, we had all kids who was, if you see the picture in front of it, it's about 20. So we all one teamwork. We all working together, start from a cleaning person up to the head chef, up to the assistant, up to the people who was working in the server. We are working together. Let's make the being special. It's not like it's your customer. It's not like that's your job, that's my job. That's not. What makes being special is when everybody start working here, and we all were training them and tell them we are in one family. We work together. If the customer came in, we make sure everybody help each other to make the customer happy when they walk in, sit down, or just take out. Or we do put the hand together, and that's what made being special as of today.
Thank you. And as they say, teamwork does make the dream work, and clearly, Sabine has it.
Yes, we do. We had teamwork here. We all working together.
Well, Pam, Alan, I want to say thank you so much for this interview. We were not only able to learn a lot more about the history and culture and just everything about Sabine, but we appreciate it, and amazing excellence, excellent service, excellent food, excellent people here. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm definitely going to grab some pad thai after this episode.
Oh, can I come with you? I haven't eaten since breakfast.
Of course. And if you ever want to make it at home, I heard Seth has a really easy recipe.
Wait, really? Do you think he could show me how to make some on my own time?
Absolutely. Let's cut to Seth Peterson as he makes some homemade pad thai.
Hi, my name is Seth, and today we're going to be cooking pad thai. Step 1, buy pad thai, read the instructions on the back, and you're set. Alright, Connor, I'm done with this. I'm so glad that we were able to get this done. Shortest episode ever. Alright, time to go. I'll see you later. Thanks for having me. Pad Thai is one of the most popular dishes in both America and Thailand. A man named... This guy created Pad Thai in the 30s, and he invented it as a dish that symbolized the people's love for the country. There are many ways to make Pad Thai. The original way to use was using Chinese noodles, and you can use ingredients such as peanuts, palm sugar, and then this tamarind ingredient I'm not super familiar with. Without further ado, let's get cooking. The ingredients needed for this recipe include 8 ounces of flat rice noodles, 3 tablespoons of oil, 3 cloves of garlic, minced, right here, 8 ounces of uncooked shrimp. You could also get chicken or extra firm tofu if you want, 2 eggs, a cup of fresh bean sprouts, 1 red bell pepper, thinly sliced, 3 green onions chopped, half a cup of dry roasted peanuts, 2 limes, in this case we're using lime juice, half a cup of fresh cilantro, and for the pad thai sauce you'll need 3 tablespoons of fish sauce, 1 tablespoon of low sodium soy sauce, 5 tablespoons of light brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of sriracha. Optionally you can get 2 tablespoons of creamy peanut butter.
Fill your pot with hot water with the intent to boil, followed by putting your sauce ingredients in one bowl and mix.
Yes, but no.
Put your oil in a pan on a stovetop and set the heat to medium. Remove the shrimp shell while rinsing, and finally chop your red peppers and garlic cloves. Once the water has started to boil, insert noodles and stir occasionally for 6 minutes.
I'm stirring occasionally.
Put your already chopped vegetables in the heated pan along with your shrimp. Before we get to our eggs, we want to dump our hot noodles in a strainer and rinse with cold water. Whisk your eggs and set aside room in your pan for more oil alongside your eggs.
Stovetop.
Once the eggs are scrambled, take the contents of the pan and put them in a bigger container to leave room for everything else. Add your noodles, add your sauce, and stir.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to have.
Add your bean sprouts, add your peanuts, cut your green onions, add your cilantro, add your green onions, and top it off with lime juice. And once you get a good mixture of all your inclusions, you're just about ready to serve. Something I did mention before is that pad thai is up there as my most favorite foods. So seeing how well this was coming along, I was really excited to try it and to share it with my newly found friends. I'm glad I was able to learn a bit more about the culture of Thailand, even if it was just through a popular dish. Thank you for watching this week's cooking session, and I'll see you soon.
How is it? Yeah, it tastes like restaurant pad thai.
Nice.
So good. Compliments to the chef. I'm humble, I swear, y'all.
Okay, now I'm even more hungry than I was before.
That looked so good, and it even looked like everyone enjoyed it, even the little cat.
Let's take a break while we go get some food, and when we come back, Jay and Connor will tell us about the geography of Thailand.
Hi, my name is Melissa Weddle, and I'm Department Chair of Recreation Management and Physical Education at Appalachian State University. We offer 2 degree-granting programs, one in Recreation Management with a focus in Outdoor Experiential Education, Recreation and Park Management, and Commercial Recreation and Tourism. Our second degree-granting program in Health, Physical Education, and Coaching offers teacher certification for public schools in health and physical education. You can get a minor or certificate in coaching. We are the front porch to the Beaver College of Health Science, where our focus is on quality of life, wellness, and physical activity. We're located in the beautiful mountains of Boone, North Carolina, so come join us, check out our website, or take a class.
Welcome back to Connected Cultures.
We've talked so much about Thailand, but I still can't picture what it looks like.
See, Connor O'Doherty is going to tell us exactly what the landscape is like. Let's check it out.
Thailand is a nation in Southeast Asia on the Indo-Chinese peninsula with Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam, and Cambodia. Its borders stretch southward, providing the only land route to Malaysia and Singapore. Thailand is the 50th largest country in terms of area and home to nearly 70 million citizens. Bangkok is the largest city and also the capital, with a population equal to New York City. Thailand sits on almost the same latitude as Panama and is only 400 miles away from the equator. The Southern Territory shares a narrow strip of land with Myanmar, and at one point, Thailand is less than 10 miles wide. The Northern Territory is home to various mountain ranges and forests, and the Korat Plateau dominates the east. In the center of the country is a river basin perfect for agriculture, so much so it has been dubbed the Rice Bowl of Asia, with about 25 million tons of rice estimated to have been produced in 2020. The flatness of the basin allows for easy irrigation and flooding required for the rice fields. Thailand sees a lot of monsoons and hot, humid weather because of its physical location. Thailand is highly susceptible to climate change with rising sea levels, rising temperatures, lowering water tables, and deforestation. Thailand has a diverse and wide-ranging landscape with humble farming communities and world-class cities.
So if that one part of Thailand is only like 8 miles wide, I could probably sprint across it in 5 minutes.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I run better in cold weather. How cold does it get in Thailand again?
I think Jay might know more about the weather than I do.
Hey guys, I'm Jay Troll, and welcome back to the final worldwide weather segment of the semester. Today we're talking about Thailand and its weather. Thailand's weather revolves around the monsoon seasons in Southeast Asia, and it also revolves around its distance to the equator. To put it quite plainly, Thailand is rainy and warm all year round. The spring months are typically the hottest, and they can bring temperatures up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and in the wintertime they can see lows in the 70s. Cold air from China can travel southward, and it can bring Thailand's temperature abnormally low to around 50 degrees Fahrenheit. The definition of the seasons are more concentrated with the yearly monsoon cycles. Most storms hit Thailand between May and October, and they can dump anywhere between 40 to 60 inches of rain each year, while some areas can see as much as 200 inches in one single year. This definitely helps to make Thailand an excellent location for rice farming, but on the downside, there can be a lot of flooding, and it can be incredibly destructive and dangerous. In 2011, the monsoon season took over 800 lives in Thailand. After the regular monsoon season ends though in October, the storms become concentrated on the east side, while the rest of the country receives mild temperatures and rainfall. Summer is typically drier and warmer and is sometimes called the pre-monsoon season. Overall though, Thailand's climate is relatively stable and predictable, and its incredibly warm air and an abundance of rain help to make it a very nice area. Well, that's been my final weather report for Worldwide Weather. Thank you for joining me. Kenzie and Jalen will be right back after this short break. Don't go anywhere.
In 1899, the misty ridges of northwestern North Carolina became home to a simple yet powerful vision: to transform lives and the region through the empowerment of education. Nearly 120 years later, students still feel the pull of this unique place, and Appalachian has remained grounded in the vision of our founders, providing rural access to a sterling education and serving the region. The mountaineer passion for lifelong learning is cultivated from an early age. Right now, Appalachian's youngest mountaineers are developing critical learning skills while also discovering that college is in their future, and when they are ready, their college on the mountain will be ready for them.
So the children that go to school here at the Academy are from all across Forsyth County, particularly children who may be struggling readers. Our goal is to improve literacy for all students K-5, to work with them, bring in the curriculum through Appalachian State University and the Reading Clinic, and support learning across all disciplines.
The experience for a university student here at Middle Fork is really critical. We're able to show them what their practice that they're learning in the classroom looks like in action. So now we have this community of learners that aren't just little kindergarten through 5th grade students, but we also have teachers who are learning together with them. And they really are building a community that the Academy is really proud to be a part of.
So I've been teaching for 31 years, and one of the questions people always ask me is, why are you still doing this? Why aren't you retired? And my answer to them is because we finally got it right. These children are getting to interact with university professors. They are now identifying with Appalachian. They're saying, that's my college. I'm going to go to that college on the mountain. And they're very excited about that. And so now, these are children who could be first-generation college students, and they're already thinking about it and identifying as college students.
I love being here. I love being at the Academy because this is like one of the best opportunities that a principal can have. I mean, the amount of support I've had as a principal, it's just overwhelming. And I just like being a voice for children and to be a partner with the parents and a partner, on behalf of App State University. This is what I love doing, so I'm very thankful.
What brings us to mountains? Is it the possibilities that await us at the top? Are we looking forward to how the challenge will mold us, transform us? Maybe the mountain is inside all of us. After all, we are mountaineers. Appalachian State University.
Welcome back to Connected Cultures. We've learned a lot about Thailand so far, but we aren't finished yet.
I found so many interesting facts about Thailand in my research.
I'm excited to see what you put together. Let's check it out.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Connected Cultures. I'm Kinsey Adams. Today I'm going to be talking about some fun, crazy facts about Thailand. Although there is no national religion, 90% of their country still practices Buddhism. Although they do require their king to be a Buddhist. The Kingdom of Thailand used to be called Siam, which is also where Siamese cats originate from. And it was changed to the Kingdom of Thailand in 1939. With a brief change back to Siam around the 1940s for 2 years until 1948 when they decided to change it right back to the Kingdom of Thailand. Although it is not required, most men practice being a Buddhist monk before the ages of 20. Thailand used to be covered in forests before deforestation. Now there is only 1/4 of the country covered in trees. Due to this, in 1989, they banned logging in the country. Although a strange law, it is illegal to drive without a shirt on. It can even cause you to have jail time. Speaking of odd laws, it is also illegal to step on money, which you think would be a little easy until it starts to fly away from you. Don't ever try to step on it to catch it because you could go to jail. Red Bull was based out of Thailand. Although it was created by an Australian man, it was based off of an old energy drink in Thailand called Krating Dating in the 1970s. He took over the energy drink in 1989 and recreated the flavor and formula to make it Red Bull. Thailand is such a beautiful, newly developed country that has been on my bucket list for a long time. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye! Thanks for joining us as we've explored Thailand and its culture.
And thanks to Suatita, Pam, and Alan for having a second to talk with us today.
Last, but certainly not least, a special thank you to Kalo Montalvo and Jay Troll.
We'll miss you two after you graduate this semester, but we're excited to see where your futures take you.
Mountaineers, have a safe winter break and be sure to tune into a new season of Connected Cultures coming January 2022. Bye.
Bye.